Today on Deep Dive, we're going to be looking at Marvel Comics Captain America number 104. Will the Red Skull finally defeat Captain America? Find out in today's issue. Hello everyone, my name is Devin, also known as DH Artist, and welcome back to my Deep Dive series. Today we'll be continuing the adventures of the Star-Spangled Avenger, Captain America, and if you missed my deep dive coverage of his other issues, I'll link to them in the video description below. With each book you can expect their conditions to vary. Today's issue is in nice condition, so there won't be anything to detract from the artwork. Now if you're interested in learning more about the King of Comics himself, Jack Kirby, be sure to check out the Jack Kirby Museum here on YouTube. They've got hours of amazing content and information. I'll also leave a link to their website in the video description below. Even though this can be viewed on your phone or computer, try casting it onto your TV so you can really see the detail and quality of the book. In today's story, Jim Steranko fans should note that he specifically inked page 11. At the time, Steranko was the regular artist and writer of Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it's the only page which Nick Fury appears. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more content like it, check out some of my other deep dives. I've covered issues like Spider-Man number 7, Thor number 162, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 15, and Commandy number 4, continuing the exciting adventures of the last boy on Earth. For a complete list of my videos, visit the organized playlists on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. Captain America number 104 was published in August of 1968. Editor-in-chief was Stan Lee, cover artists were Jack Kirby and Dan Adkins. The story, titled Slave of the Skull, was written by Stan Lee, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Dan Adkins and Jim Steranko, and lettered by Artie Simek. The book consists of 32 pages with a cover price of 12 cents. Today's issue gets right to the action, as we find Captain America dodging attacks from some unknown foes. After knocking down the last of these nameless attackers, a training instructor from S.H.I.E.L.D. enters the room, and after congratulating Cap on completing another training exercise, we learn that he was fighting life model decoys, the most advanced robotic androids that S.H.I.E.L.D. has devised. Even though he didn't sustain any physical injuries, Steve still reports to the medic for a final checkout. Since returning from the mission in our last issue, he's been getting strange headaches for no apparent reason at all. Suddenly, just as he's about to undergo a physical, he's overcome with pain, as another of those strange headaches washes over him. Meanwhile, hundreds of miles away, on the hidden Isle of Exiles, we see the Red Skull operating a trigger that activates the hidden neurorod on the back of Cap's neck, a device that the Red Skull secretly planted on him in our last issue. Now, with the power to speak to Cap directly, the Red Skull orders him to return to Exile Island, where he will then face the final battle. The Red Skull warns him that if he tries to remove the device, it'll act like a detonator, triggering a hidden H-bomb, atomizing Washington, D.C. Ending his communication, the Red Skull goes to observe his stormtroopers' training, remarking that tyranny shall once again spread its shadow over the earth, and where Adolf Hitler failed, the Red Skull shall succeed. Addressing his chiefs of staff, the Red Skull updates them on the progress of his plan and the imminent arrival of Captain America. Meanwhile, back in the States, Steve consults with S.H.I.E.L.D. experts about the device on the back of his neck. But after the discovery of an H-bomb on the premises of a defense building, Cap sees no other choice but to follow the Red Skull's orders. So bidding farewell to Sharon, he embarks to the Isle of Exiles, in the hope that in the meantime, S.H.I.E.L.D. can find a way to deactivate the device on his neck. A short time later, Captain America takes a raft out into the ocean, where he finds an enemy mini-sub waiting for him. Boarding the sub at gunpoint, he becomes their prisoner. Arriving at the Isle of Exiles, Cap is greeted by the Red Skull, but when he tries to land a surprise punch, the Skull activates the Neurorod, knocking Cap unconscious. Meanwhile, back in Washington, Nick Fury looks over the H-bomb that S.H.I.E.L.D. discovered. Seeing as that it could blow at the slightest touch, all they can do is wait for Tony Stark to arrive, so he can take a crack at disarming it. Back on the Isle of Exiles, Captain America is brought before the Red Skull's chiefs of staff, and one by one they take turns attacking him. Though he tries to counter the attacks from Kadavas in his murder chair, the Neurorod has dulled his senses, making his reflexes slow. With his reflexes lowered, Cap is overtaken by grunting and his electrically charged whip. But when he's challenged by Iron Hand Hopman, Cap feels his strength returning, and after dodging a few quick punches, he pushes the villains, causing them to crash into one another. His victory is short-lived when Krushki the powerful wrestler strikes him from behind. But when he tries to finish our hero off, Cap strikes with his own tumbling skills, sending the villain flying. Just as Cap's reflexes are returning, he's attacked by Baldini, and with a few whips of his deadly scarf, our Star-Spangled Avenger is sent spinning like a top. Slightly dazed, but with his strength fully rejuvenated, Cap strikes hard against the villains, trying to move as fast as he can before the Red Skull can trigger the Neurorod. Seeing that Captain America has turned the tables on his men, the Red Skull tries to activate his weapon, but when it has no effect on our hero, he realizes it must have been defused remotely. Before the Red Skull can retaliate, he's knocked back by a powerful blast, and looking out of the nearby window, he sees planes bombing the island as S.H.I.E.L.D. agents launch an offensive. Some of the interesting advertising found within this issue is a half-page application to join the Merry Marvel Marching Society. There's a full-page ad for the Stratomatic baseball game. There are a variety of house ads featuring Not Brand Ek, The Spectacular Spider-Man, and Silver Surfer #1. And on the back there's a full-page ad for 132 Roman soldiers for only $1.98. Rushing for the exit, the Red Skull and his minions escape to their waiting mini-sub. Following close behind them, Cap arrives just in time to see it slip beneath the surface of the water. A short time later on the beachhead, Sharon finds Steve in the chaos of the battle, and after telling him how Tony Stark deactivated the H-bomb, she quickly removes the Neurorod from the back of his neck. With our heroes victorious and Nazism defeated, the American flag is planted firmly in the sand. I hope you enjoyed today's deep dive. If there's a particular issue or comic you'd like me to flip, drop it down in the comments section and I'll see if I can add it to my poll box. If you enjoy these types of videos, please show your support by subscribing to my channel. As always, please consider liking and feel free to share this video. And until next time, deep divers, Thanks for watching.